Hello travelers, and welcome to the Hard Green Book, the channel that takes you from coast to coast and con to con. I am your travel guide, Brendan, and today we are here in Smithville, Texas, and we're gonna take you somewhere special. We are here in the great state of Texas. I'm representing with my Bucky shirt here, and we are going to go to the Texas Halloween History Museum. Guys, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're about to go in and see what all we have, you know, in regards to the spooky season. And it's the appropriate time for it, guys. So let's go in, check it out. Okay, as I'm walking towards the front, it is right next to the Scream Hollow Wicked Halloween Park. I'm gonna get my tickets. We're gonna go in and we're gonna have a little bit of fun, travelers. Alright, well here is the museum. So we are going to check it out. There you go. Texas Halloween Museum. 3 buildings. Well, I wanted to give this guy my money, but he wasn't necessarily taking admission. But hey, we'll go in and try our best. Wow, the gift shop here is very, very cool, guys. Like, check it out. You got some oddities here. Oh, very nice, guys. More things here in store for us. Some Ouijas. All types of cool stuff here in the gift shop area. We're gonna have a lot of fun, guys. We're gonna pay for the admission and go in and see what's in there. Check out these awesome official Texas Halloween History Museum patches. One of these is definitely coming home with me. Okay guys, as we are traveling down through, you see some of the artifacts like it's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, classic. Some very cool things. Oh yes, we have the Wicked Witch of the West and Margaret Hamilton, the lovely woman who was such a sweetheart but scared countless children. I'm pretty sure I was one of them. And here we have some signatures from some of my favorites. You have David Howard Thornton here, Damien Maffei, who was one of the characters from The Strangers, the Man in the Mask, and Elsie Holt, who was Craig, the Ram Man from Your Next. Very cool, guys. We're gonna move around here and we're gonna see some very awesome stuff. Okay, travelers, as you can see, the sign says we can move on to the next building to the left, which will be the Halloween History Building. Gonna take this left and look at this cool building in the dark, guys. It definitely gives off those spooky vibes, wouldn't you say? So let's go check it out. Wow, guys, check it out. We have cool scenery here with the witches. You know, we were just in New England and I just hung out in Salem, so guys, I will be showing you some footage of that very, very soon. But wow, guys, check it out. Oh, this one gave me quite a bit of a scare there. Very cool, guys. Gives you some history here, like for instance here in regards to pumpkin carving. Of course, originally in Ireland and Scotland they used turnips, but as immigrants came to North America they used the native pumpkin, which was a bit easier to carve. Look at the scenery here, guys. Check it out. Here we got some early settlers. In regards to some information here in regards to trick-or-treating, guys, make sure to pause if you want to read all of that. But And there you go, we're gonna move on along. We see the evolution of things here. You know, some kids that you would see today dressed up as Chucky. But here we go, some more history in regards to trick-or-treating. Oh, let's wait for it to focus. Focus. There we go, there we go. So, you know what to do, guys. Go ahead and pause that so that you can read the information. Guys, oh, check it out. We have an original paper mache masks from the 1920s. So wow, over 100 years old. So cool. And you know, it just takes you back to those photos that you see of vintage costumes and masks. Guys, I just love the history of Halloween, and to know that we are a part of this. You know, sometime in the future they will talk about the Halloweens that we were a part of. So it's very awesome. I think I may have actually had that same pail. It's very cool. Give you some more history there, guys. If you see anything that you want to read, make sure to pause, as I stated before. You have some more masks on this side. Of course, Ben Cooper. Guys, I have some of my earliest Halloween memories are Ben Cooper costumes and masks. So guys, I mean, seeing all of this stuff here just gives you great feelings. Like these paper decorations here, these vintage ones, these are the decorations I remember from my childhood, of my mom putting up on the door as a kid for my earliest memories. So there you go, guys. That's probably the question for the video. So what Halloween costume did you wear 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 plus years ago? There were a lot of Ben Cooper ones of my early childhood years. Guys, look at these masks. So awesome. That Batman one is an absolute classic. I may have actually had the Tweety Bird one from that particular line, with the Bugs one from there. And then you have these up here. Wow. These are the ones that are just super cool. And we have the brands here from Ben Cooper, Halco, and Hasbro, and more. Guys, it's very nice. We have Count Orlok here, and it has another question. What is the meaning of Nosferatu? It is meaning basically vampire. Basically is a Romanian word that is synonymous with vampire. Very cool. Here we have another homemade latex monster mask and gloves created by the costume designer Roger J. Weinberg from House on Haunted Hill. This was worn on the set and featured in the final film cut. So this is actual screen used latex mask. Some legitimate horror history here, guys. Okay, speaking of Nosferatu, we have some really cool information here. Okay, as you may or may not know, Nosferatu was the first vampire on screen. It's kind of like an unauthorized version of Bram Stoker's Dracula, which is a whole nother story. But long story short, it was a silent picture, and usually an orchestra or a piano would be present and played for the film score. And this actual baby grand piano was used in the 1930s to play the score for Nosferatu. So very nice to see this, guys. That's some extra history here. So just imagine being in a theater watching this classic, and wow, and that's just quite a feeling there, guys. Wow, guys, so check out, this Ouija board was thrown from a car on I-35 in San Marcos, Texas. Just randomly. Wow, so that's a very interesting story. Very cool, guys. Very awesome that they have a tribute here to the Voodoo Queen of New Orleans, Marie Laveau. Guys, very, very cool how they have this. They pay a tribute of a little bit of everything. I hope to eventually go to the, St. Louis Cemetery to see her actual grave and pay my respects to the Voodoo Queen. Speaking of another thing that I eventually want to bring to the channel, if I've finally done Salem, then of course I have to do Sleepy Hollow. So eventually, one of these days, I will go out to New York to go and see all the Sleepy Hollow stuff. But check this out. They have this little cannonball here in representation for the Hessian soldier who lost his head. But there's some more information in regards to the legend of Sleepy Hollow for those that are unfamiliar with it. But who am I kidding? My travelers are familiar with that. Alright guys. Now, this Goosebumps book. Oh my gosh. A lot of these filled my bookcase as a kid. A lot of R.L. Stine, Christopher Pike. Guys, so they have some literature here. They have some very cool stuff here in regards to the history of coffin nails. So there you go, guys. Go ahead, hit that pause button so that you can read all of the information that's contained within these pages. Pretty sure there's a lot of cool information. I'll go back and read it myself during editing. We have only a couple of hours before they close, so we're gonna make sure to get as much of this cool stuff as possible. This looks like some sort of vampire hunting kit. Now that is very dope, or at least for exorcism. No, it's a vampire hunting kit. And we're walking towards our section paying tribute to the classic Universal monsters. We passed by, of course, Bela Lugosi. And we have some tributes to the creature from the Black Lagoon. And of course, Frankenstein's monster over there. On to the Wolfman and the Mummy. Oh guys, it's a very cool museum, guys. So if you ever find yourself near Bastrop, Texas for the Cult Classic Convention, this isn't too far away from the gas station from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So guys, you want to make sure to come check it out. Okay, we have some very cool information here in regards to why witches' hats are pointy. So there you go, guys. Very good stuff here. Okay, travelers, now that we are done with that first building, we are going to make our way to the second building, which is the Haunted Artifacts building. So come along with me. Some awesome signage here. Love that freak show signage. Some more stuff here as we're making our way to the Haunted Artifacts building. Let's go. Alright, we have a sign here that tells you, warning, we have some real and haunted possessed artifacts in here, guys. Enter at your own risk. Alright, when you come in and you see a really creepy baby carriage, you know you're in for it, guys. And we see some more stuff here. The Abbott House. Get some information here. One of the 4 famous haunted mansions in the Seawind area. The others include the Magnolia, the Olivia, and the Panic House. So do your research on those, travelers. Alright guys, check this out. We have a metal nightstand from the Danvers Lunatic Asylum. Now, I wasn't necessarily too far away from Danvers, which is actually the original Salem. So the hysteria in Salem started in what is now Danvers. So that's a very cool connection. One day I will actually go check out the current location of the lunatic asylum, which is now like a apartment complex, if I'm not mistaken. So very cool. We have the cemetery there. Oh guys, sign for cremations. It's good old funerary stuff. Oh, look at this gown, this child's gown. All of this stuff is so, very creepy, guys. Now, this was particularly solemn. We have this bunny puppet that was the witness of a gunman that came in and did some very, very terrible things, which you can read right here, guys. But just to know that this bunny saw every little bit of that, it's very creepy. As we move along, we see other things that were, you know, have some sort of symbolism, like square coffin nails. And we have those grave bells. Very cool, guys. So like if you had that fear of being buried alive, as you can see right there, you have the person in the coffin, and if they just woke up, they could ring the bell and maybe one of the the caretakers of the cemetery would hear the person and come to the rescue. Oh guys, so they have some very, very cool stuff here. We have what's called a mafia initiation badge. Oh. Wow, okay. Oh, that's very cool. So if you ever want to join the mafia back in the day, there you go. That's what you would have to do. Wow. And would it be any type of creepy museum without tons of creepy vintage dolls? Like, it's just something about those faces as they just look at you. Yeah, man, I would not want to be in here at night at all. Okay, just when I thought I was done with the creepy dolls, travelers, check it out. I may have hit pay dirt in regards to the creepy doll. Creepy doll just hide out here. Guys, this is totally a vibe. And those of you who are aware of Ed and Lorraine Warren lore, then you are very familiar with the doll Annabelle. You've probably seen the movie, but those of you who are familiar with the real story know that the real Annabelle was a Raggedy Ann, well, is a Raggedy Ann doll. So just to see them all posted in that particular display cabinet there is very, very creepy. And speaking of Annabelle, here she is. Well, at least the film version of her. And like this sign says, though, you know, most people would recognize that doll as Annabelle, the real Annabelle is just a regular Raggedy Ann doll. And she is not to be played with. Okay, guys, here we have the story of the New Orleans Casket Girls, and wow, if you're familiar with that particular legend, then wow, it is quite one that will keep you up at night thinking about how really just off the wall that story is. But you know, do you think it's true? I mean, if something like that would happen in any United States city, I believe that it would be New Orleans. And we have here some stories in regards to the Brooke Army Medical Center, which is apparently haunted. This was in Fort Sam Houston, Texas, and it gives you some information there in regards to it. Guys, and we actually have some actual medical gowns here from the Brooke Army Medical Center. Guys, like, it's a really cool spot. And not only that, but you have haunted houses, you have all types of things attached to it, so you can make a fun night of it here with your friends and family at the Texas Halloween History Museum. You have some medical information there because, you know, it could be pretty scary when you're in an insane asylum back in the day. Man, I mean, the things they did in the name of mental health, it's a crime. But I'm just glad that we have moved beyond that, or at least hopefully we have. And now we can get more help for the people that need it. But wow. And this particular section is about glowing ghost glass, which is like uranium glass, which basically due to the presence of the uranium in the glass, which would glow a bright green color when you put it under a black light. So hence why it glows like that and looks so super cool, along with the UV candles. Guys, hey, I may have to get me some ghost glass. That looks pretty freaking awesome. And those of you who are afraid of clowns should probably click away now, because this is the section for the creepy, scary clowns. And we have to ask, why are we so afraid of clowns? And there we go, and it gives you some statistics there in regards to it. Are any of these true in your case, travelers? Okay, so that was the Haunted Artifacts building. We are back in the gift shop, so we're going to explore a little bit and see what catches the eye, and show you a little bit to you, travelers. Got this old Howdy Doody doll there, some more vintage stuff. It's just something about old stuff like this that's just like so scary, guys. You know, that stuff that's been sitting in your grandma and grandpa's attic that hasn't seen the light of day in forever. And when you go in there, it just casts those weird shadows. But yeah, guys, like this store is a very cool vibe, guys. So if you're in, you know, the middle of Texas, near Austin, you should come check it out. Oh, speaking of Austin, you know, we have a good chainsaw there for Leatherface to come and pick up. And as you travelers can see from the grand opening signage here from 2021, this is still a pretty new museum, so I'm glad I could finally come out and check it out. I've heard good things about it. I've seen other people vlog it, so I wanted to come and check it out for my own self during the Halloween season. So there we go. Okay, travelers, of course I had to sign my name into the guest book. The Horror Green Book was here. So cool. It's very cool that they have food options here as well, guys. Hey, you can take advantage of very cool stuff like this. All types of cool decorations here, guys. Like, man, it looks so dope, guys. Okay, travelers, that will do it for me here tonight at the Texas Halloween History Museum here in Smithville, Texas. Guys, it's been a fun time. There's all types of havoc going on out here. The hunt actors are running wild, getting plenty of good scares. It's been a great time. Travelers, if you're ever out in this area, make sure to come check them out during the Halloween season, or sometimes during the summer when they have certain things going on. But travelers, if you liked what you saw here, make sure to give me one of those Ash Williams severed hands. Make sure to give me a comment on anything that you liked or saw in this video. And if you want to stick around more, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Okay, travelers, this is your guide here, Brendan, with the Horror Green Book, signing off, letting you know that it is scary in those streets. So let me know that you made it home safely.